the realm of everyday existence, humankind is governed by 5 senses. Tonight, we are going to take a look at combining those 5 senses and observing the possibility of the world of a 6th, ESP. Now, some people call that extrasensory perception, but I don't. I call it everybody's superpower, because there's nothing supernatural about it. In fact, what you see me do here tonight, each and every one of you can do with the right amount of training. A 5-year-old can do it with 32 years practice. I'm not kidding. It's possible. There's nothing paranormal about my mind. But there's very, very few people that can get away from my stare. Let's have a look and see who would be a perfect candidate to start things off. How about you? Join me to a big round of applause. Yes, you! Come on, everyone. Please drink there. Now, everything you're going to see here tonight by me, at least, has not been prepared, and we've never met. Is that correct?
Correct.
Okay, perfect. I'll give you the $50 later. Now, listen. What's your name?
Tyra.
You're right already. We're off to a good start. Now, Tyra, this is what you're going to do. I have a die in my hand with 6 sides. It's from a board game. I want you to freely think of one of the numbers, put it in your hand with the number on top, and cover it. But make sure I don't see the number. In fact, I'll stand over here. You make sure I'm not looking. Am I looking? I'm not looking. I'm just looking at you. Okay, I'm going to close my eyes now because I could have eyes in the back of my head, which really wouldn't make sense that these ones are closed. But Tyra, is the number covered? Now I want you to think of the number. Don't say anything. Just think of the number. Now focus on it. Now I'm going to count to 6. And I'm going to watch your face. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Did anybody see that? She kind of went, when I said 4. You kind of gave me this little twitch with your mouth when I said 4. What number is on that die? It's a 4, folks. Now that's a 1 in 6 chance. Now to get it right twice in a row, 6 times 6 is? 36. That's right, 36, a 1 in 36 chance to get it right twice in a row. I want you to pick another number, Tyra, or try to fool me and keep it on a 4. It doesn't matter. When you got that number decided on, let me know. Is it covered? It's safe for me to turn around? Now, did anybody notice what I did this time? I actually said pick any number, and I threw 2 fingers her direction. Her peripheral vision saw the number 2, which fed her subconscious mind, and then, of course, chose a 2. That's freaky, I know it. Now, listen, that's a 1 in 36 chance. Now, 36 times 6 is? No idea. That's okay. A 1 in 216 chance of it working 3 times. Now I'm going to listen to your thoughts. I know that sounds weird, but you're going to understand in a second how that's possible. So pick another number. When you got another number and it's decided on, go ahead and pick it. And it's covered up. Okay, now I want you to think of that number, really focus on that number. And I want you to count to 6 for me, really loud and sort of mundane, like go 1, 2, like that, okay? Go for it. We're going to start now.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Now, even though you were laughing on some of those numbers, you did that out of nervousness, that's okay. You sort of fluctuated your voice tone on one of the numbers. You kind of sang number 3. Let's have a look and see. Yeah, you went 1, 2, 3, 4. Is it a 3? It is a 3. Now, did you know, like I said a second ago, that everyone in the room can do what it is that I do with the right training? Now, you can take your hands out of your pocket. That's blocking me. You're blocking me. Don't worry. I won't tell anyone what you did last night with that guy. It's your secret. Okay, now listen. Seriously. I want you to imagine, I'm kidding, I want you to imagine you are looking right now at the ocean. And there's a giant ship. And the ship, I'm a mind reader, I can't work a mic stand. The ship is sailing towards the horizon. And on the sail is printed a number between not 1 and 6. No, folks. 1 in 1,000. Close your eyes. If you get this number wrong, Red Hot Annie will give you $1,000 cash. I want you to imagine right now the ship is coming into the horizon. It's getting closer. And imagine that number appearing on the sail. What number do you see in your mind right now? No, not that one, that one. Say it.
836.
836, folks. I have a number written on this piece of paper. If you could read it to the audience, please.
836.
Ladies and gentlemen, the possibilities are endless. Give Tyra a big round of applause, everybody. The strange power.
I'm dying here on ya. There we go.
Nope, nothing. There we go. Now I'm going to try a little experiment with somebody here. Does anybody here play cards? Anybody here a card player, regularly a gambler? No one here you gamble in the back?
No, I don't gamble.
You don't gamble, but you just play cards.
Yeah.
And what's your name?
Bambi.
Pardon? Bambi, can you come on down here? Give Bambi a big round of applause, everybody. I want to try something with a pack of cards. I want to cheat with you. Well, not cheat with you, you know what I mean. I'm going to show you how I can cheat at cards and get you to do something that I need you to do in order to get ahead if we were going to play a game of cards. So come on down. And hello, how are you? Welcome into the lab. And good to meet you. Now, I have a pack of cards here in my hand. And this pack of cards is, well, it's just a randomly mixed pack. I think I mixed it last week. Let's have a look and see. Yep, it looks like it's mixed, and they're all there. No, you can't shuffle them, actually. You know why? Because we're not going to ask you to take a card out. No, and if you feel confident, now I'll give them a little mix. There we go. So if you can cut them in half for me as well, anywhere you want. And I'm going to rubber band them shut. That way I don't put any cards in, or better, take any out. Now you're going to take your thumb, you're going to go through the cards, you're going to stop on one and look at it. But don't tell me what card it is. In fact, just think about it. So go through the cards and stop on one, and go for it and stop. You got one? Now look at that card. Focus on it. Now close the pack. Hold those in your hand. Imagine that card. And then imagine this. A few seconds ago, I had a number and I placed it into her mind. If I told you you did not see that card, and I overrode your eyes, overrode the ability of your eyes to send a signal to your brain and see a card. If I told you that I overrode that signal and planted a card in your mind, would you believe me? All right, thanks, folks. Have a good night. See you later. You're supposed to say no. No, of course you wouldn't. That's insanity. I have a card in my pocket, though. One that I was thinking of. Say your card out loud. The 9 of Hearts, folks. Now, Manny, I'm not kidding when I say this. Look, take the rubber band off that pack. When you see the 9 of Hearts, tell me. I'm going to go through the cards. You just tell me when you see the 9 of Hearts. As they go past your eyes and that card that you freely stopped on appears, you tell me. When you see the 9 of Hearts, tell me. Because it's not there. It never was an option. It was the one I took out of my pocket in the back room and implanted in your mind. You know, I used to do this when I was not there. Actually, check your pocket. That would have been amazing if you did and there was a card there, wouldn't it? Now listen. When I was a kid, I did one of my first shows and I did that type of a demonstration. Yeah, I did. I hypnotized somebody on stage. I made them believe that there was a drawing that wasn't really there. And then I earned $15, believe it or not, 15 bucks. And I took that money to a store and I bought myself a watch. And I actually carry that watch with me everywhere I go. I'm not kidding. Don't worry, I'm not going to steal your watch. And I have the watch here. And the reason why I carry it around, everyone asks, why do you have this old watch? It's just to remind me of my humble beginnings in the world of mentalism, and that I love what it is that I do, and I love sharing the sense of wonder with an audience like yourselves. And by the way, this city's awesome. I've never been here before, and not that I didn't expect it to be amazing, but everyone here is so friendly and really, really, really super people. So, you know what, last night's burlesque show that we went to, dynamite stuff, and believe me, I know I've been producing burlesque for over a decade. You guys got some talented, beautiful women on your hands, so enough with the kissing ass. Look, I'm going to pull the pin out of my watch. I'm going to turn the knob. I just said turn the knob. I'm going to turn the knob on the watch, and you just say stop anywhere you want. Okay, what time am I looking at right now? You tell me. 8, you're absolutely right. Beautiful. We're going to do it again. And what, you don't believe me? No, you shouldn't. Come here. I want you to just turn the knob. Slowly, just let it, no, I'll hold it. Just turn the knob. Go ahead. Don't worry. I'm not going to mess around. Now let go. And stop wherever you want. See the time? Close your hand over it. I don't want to see. Think of that time. Hopefully you saw a time in your mind that was only a couple of minutes past the hour. Is that true? It is true. Hopefully you saw the time like 1 or 2 minutes after 3. What time did you see? Like 3:01? What was the time? 3:05. That's pretty close. A couple of minutes after 3 is what I said. A couple of minutes includes 5. This isn't about me being right or wrong. This is about her picking up a non-verbal cue. This is about her reading my mind. This is about her seeing something that isn't there. You see, I got that watch, and in 1989, I fell off my bike, and the watch broke. It hasn't run since. You saw 5 minutes after 3. Is that correct?
I think so.
You think so. That's exactly what I wanted you to say. Why don't you take a look at the watch and tell everybody what you see?
No time.
There are no hands. Ladies and gentlemen, the time, a couple of minutes after 3, just like the card, the 9 of hearts, and the number earlier on, was nothing more than a suggestion placed into her mind. Give her a thunderous round of applause. I am very serious. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Dr. Mysterion, PhD in ESP and President of the Canadian Burlesque Hall of Fame. I will see you tomorrow night, and if you're not planning on coming, you will.